Om Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We begin with mystic song by Sri Swami Lalitananda, played and sung by Sri Swami Umananda and Rajneesh. Om Neelambujashyamalkomalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Mahasayaka Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. Adorations to Lord Rama, whose complexion is like a blue lotus, very tender and delightful in appearance. Sita is seated on his left side. He's carrying a powerful bow and arrow in his hands. Sri Ramcharitmanas by Sri Swami Goswami Tulsidas ji And Ayodhya Kand, verse number is 220. And the context in a storyline is Bharata, Shatrughna, Nishad Guha. They are together leading a vast assembly, all royal great personalities behind. And Chaturangini Sena, and a vast army. And just to remind you, in a very allegorical way, the role of bhakti is being brought before your eyes, better to say before your ears. रघुबर बरन बिलो की बर वारी समेत समाज होत मगन वारिधि विरह चढ़े विवेक जहाज. The entire party came to the banks of Yamuna river with the project of crossing the river. And when they looked at the beautiful river expressing a bluish, swarthy glow, and that ignited in their heart pain of separation. They looked at the Yamuna river just like if you are missing a loved one and we look at a little picture, your heart gets ignited. It suddenly ignited. How can we meet Rama? And the entire Yamuna river seemed like a big ocean to cross over. Now, in this situation, Bharata was also profoundly touched, most profoundly, and extremely afflicted with viraha vyatha, the pain of separation. But at that time, Bharata directed his attention that very soon he is going to have the direct darshan of Rama. Once that insight entered, because the whole project was to meet Rama. This insight, as if came like Viveka Jahaj, a whole ship appeared, as it were. It's a poetic writing. This now same Yamuna river became a basis for wonderful exploration. Because now we enter into a ship, you are not afraid of drowning in the river or staying long, crossing with your arms and your legs in a swimming manner. Vivek Jahaj. And the same predicament, now they view it with great joy. Subtle messages. First stage, if your mind has become very spiritually mature, then you become keenly interested in uniting with God. But during that time, suddenly your mind presents a big distance between God and you. So distant, and you have nothing to, no vehicle, nothing that can quickly take you. And between God and you, a river is flowing, big river. But if you have devotional progress, you are not thwarted, discouraged by the sight that there is a big distance to cross. The entire distance idea becomes very little. When bhakti movement, as if miraculously presents a big ship, so instead of sinking into despair, suddenly joy surged in his heart, utsaha. Subtle point to understand. The role of avesh and utsaha, something you want very deeply. Your whole personality develops aveg. Aveg means you want to get it quick, quick, quick. Say quick many times, you'll see how the face happens. That's avesh. To give you a cruder illustration, someone is your near dear one, has slipped into a swimming pool and go doing up and down, and you have no swimming lessons before. And suddenly you feel like jumping, and sometimes you do jump. Thereby you are risking yourself as well as the one whom you want to save. So that's called avesh. That simple proverb everybody knows, haste makes waste. Controlling that haste is a profound spiritual art, and it is characteristic of your spiritual progress. In every situation, someone has said things that has pricked your heart. It's immediately avesh. What word can I find which is the ugliest word? I shoot this person with my arrow of my tongue. अब किसी को तो अलीगढ़ कर लोगे और in avesh you do certain things that are completely negative to yourself. You hurt yourself. And it takes time to heal. Utsaha implies you begin to figure out that you have God within you. You're guided by God and put more, drawing more support from God. You are bound to succeed if you are adopting the right course. How long will it take? Your mind should not get involved with that. Rather, there develops a situation when, even though you are facing big challenges, your heart develops a sense of trust. You are going to overcome. And you begin to also develop a sense of accomplishment. Every layer of obstacle that you have overcome gives you more strength. Like adventurer, every height he climbs gives him more strength to climb bigger heights. So the same process that is filled with negativity, all pathetic. The same now becomes filled with flashes of joy, delight. That movement, that type of energy is called utsaha. So understand the difference between avesh and utsaha. It's avesh that puts you in a state of helplessness, despair. You begin to sink. Utsaha, you begin to think. जमुन तीर तेहि दिन करीबासु भयउ समय सम सबहि सुपासु. On that day, they spent their night by Yamuna, by the banks of the Yamuna river. And Nishadaraj Guha had arranged all convenience. So according to the need of all people, everything was well arranged. Their food, their rest, their sleep, their bed, all was arranged by Guha Nishad. And he's a king and his subjects. Philosophically, you understand, Guha Nishad is Maitri Bhavana, the deep, at heart level. You do not face any challenge with Bhari Bhavana. Bhari Bhavana, this challenge is coming from a demon. And it's absolutely meaningless, demoniac. If you have that Bari Bhavana is also a broad way, contradictory state of mind. If it rains too much, you develop Bari Bhavana. Why it is raining? I will get pneumonia. So in every situation, anything that slightly displeases you, you begin to develop Bari Bhavana. But you have Matri Bhavana. Because behind every situation, you can resolve this situation by thoughtfulness. And thoughtfulness comes, your mind is resting with the bhavana that God has put you in that situation, and there is a purpose behind it. So it's kind of a friendly setup. It's not unfriendly setup. Demon has not created the world. The world has been created by God. Bhaya samaya samasabahi supasu. Another point is, the statement is subtle and profound. When you are facing certain situation, your mind is thinking of so many things. What will happen to the politics? What will happen to societies? What will happen to animals, birds, trees? And I'm joking, but rather giving you extension of worries and anxieties. Even if a storm comes, you have multitude of problems that your mind starts facing. But if you have that Matri Bhavana, allowing your thinking process to calm down and be active in an environment of devotional, Godward mind, then grace works wonders. Everything that you desire, everything that you expect, and all the problems that you had before you, all begin to move away. That was supasu. Things that were difficult to pass through. Now everything becomes so settled that it's so easy for you to pass. राति घाट घाट की तरनी आई अगणित जाहि न बरनी. In storyline, during that night, Nishad Raj had arranged of countless boats to be in that Yamuna river in that area, so that when people have rested, they will get into the boats and cross. And how many boats? Aganit. Countless. Millions. This is a lyrical story. You're not dealing with ordinary river. प्रात पारग आए भय एक कहीं खेवा तो शे राम रक्षका की सेवा. Such was the service rendered by Guha Nishad, that when they entered their boat, one plowing movement, one movement of rowing, otherwise say row your boat, and begin to row, weep. Because the distance is so far. But they did only one row, and the boat was up to the other bank. The role of Matri Bhava. Guha Nishad had arranged all that. Having crossed over, चले नहाई नदी सिर नाई, साथ निषाद नाथ दो भाई. They took their sacred holy baths in the Yamuna river, and Bharata, Satrughna and Nishad, they did the same. And having taken baths, they offer adorations to the goddess Yamuna. And then they proceeded with their journey towards Rama. आगे मुनिवर पाहन आछे राज समाज जाई सबु पाछे. तेहि पाछे दो बाबंधु पया दे भूषण बसन वेश सुठी सादे. It's a picture of how they are going. Bharata and Shatrughna and Nishad, they are in the front. Behind, you have all the Raj Samaj. And they have also in order sages and saints, Vasishtha Muni, they have their stage, and all the assembly, and behind them all, vast army. And the manner in which Bharata and Shatrughna are going, that manner is described. Of course, Bharata is the focus. Bhushan, Basan, Vesha, Suthi, Sadhe. Sadhe. Their clothes, adornments of the body are completely simple. And they are going barefooted. This is again allegorical, not to be taken literally. And the message behind it, simplicity. And and of course the strength of faith. Sevaka suhrid sachiva sutama satha sumirat laghanu siya raghunatha. And very close to Bharata, Shatrughna and Guha Nishad, there is a whole group of people. They are the servants, the royal friends, ministers. They are all joined. There is a whole satsanga atmosphere. And what they are talking? They are talking about Lakshmana, Sita, Rama. Jahan jahan Rama basa vishrama, taha taha karahi saprema pranama. And wherever they hear about any spot that was touched by Rama, Lakshmana, Sita in their journey, they become so thrilled to see it. If it is a tree, or if it is a spot, or if it is any remnants, Sitaji's little drops of special things people wear in the body, their shine. Anything that would remind them of their being there. So wherever Rama had passed through, rested, wherever he had rested, meeting those spots, Bharata offers pranam, great adorations, full of his overwhelming heart. What is being pointed out to? That in your devotional movement, God is Rama whom you want to meet. Whatever spot inspires you, a beautiful flower blossoming, it inspires you. That inspiration you should take advantage of. Turn your mind at that time, fold your hands. If you don't like to fold, doesn't matter. In your heart. That Rama has touched it. But what I'm leading you to understand, this is how your journey starts. Soon you find the spots touched by Rama are many. Until, of course, you meet Rama. But what I'm leading you to understand that as mind gains purity by devotion, God's presence that was confined only into some little things of the world, your inspiring spots were very little. Now those spots increase. How much? There is no limit. Siya Ram Mai Sab Jag Jani. Not only Rama touched and went, he is there in every name and form. But you can't suddenly jump to that level. So therefore, Even the Gita presents vibhuti. See certain things, people, or whatever that you know of the world, anything that delights your mind. Your mind says, wow. Behind that wow, realize this is God's glory. So in the beginning, you have some highlighted things that inspire. Go to advance, even the thorny things inspire. Because you understand, if a rose bush that didn't have thorn, the flower will not have sufficient nourishment to bloom. I'm joking, but this is science. And you don't have to look around. God abides your very heart. Look into your eyes. Ask your eyes, what lies behind your eyes? What makes you wink? What makes you wonder so much? These little things. The whole world becomes so interesting. Who is behind it? God is the indwelling reality in every individual. And your entire body is His play, Maya. And therefore, for spiritual aspirant, this has been told that Deho Devalayo Prokto. View your body as a temple. So, I led you how in the beginning you are just finding little spots and takes a long time to find. Put it in a very broad way, you hear the glory of satsanga. But now there comes question, which satsanga? It takes 1 month to make a research for a satisfactory satsanga. When you are highly advanced, everything in the world gives you an opportunity for satsanga. Your children, near and dear ones, a teacher teaching students, students inspire the teacher. The teacher is learning also from the students while he is teaching. In other words, God no longer remains a distant. God is your very source, your reality. He is your Swarup, innermost essence. Magvasi nar nari suni dham kama tajidhai देखी स्वरूप स्नेह सब मुदित जन्म फल पाई. As they are passing through many villages. The path goes through. Those village men and women, when this news reaches their ears, that divine personalities, Bharata and Shatrughna, with all the royal assembly and party and the army are passing through the roads. And there is now opportunity to have the darshan of Bharata and Shatrugna. Dham kama taji. Immediately they get out of the house, leave aside every little work they were doing, and run to have darshan of Bharata and Shatrugna. Now, don't take it literally running. The message is, even though you are busy, which is, as long as you live, you have to perform various things which must be done. But while you are doing, you are not drowned in what you are doing. In spite of all the things you do, you are as if far away from things around you. Put it still more simplified way, no matter how you are facing your situations in life, facing the situations, keeping the mind busy with problems, the village language called jhanj manj. And anybody says, do some bhakti. You say, I have no time now. To do so many things from morning till evening. But come to a maturer state, dhanj manj chhad kar, Ram naam bhajan kar. Abandoning all dhanj manj, detaching your mind, and your mind is singing the praise of God. Your hands are busy, your feet are busy, your activity goes on. Even if your mind is busy, your heart goes on creating the taste of God's presence. That's here brought in an allegorical way. The men and women, they all rush out their houses, leaving everything behind. Do not worry, if the fire is burning, I'll let it burn. Run. देखी स्वरूप स्नेह सब मुदित जन्म फलु पाई. And having been blessed with the darshan of Bharata and Shatrugna, they find that the whole purpose of their being born as a human being has been fulfilled. Janma sufal ho gaya. कहीं सपे में एक एक पाही, राम लखन सखी होहि की नाही. But now they are being presented different angles directed towards Bharata and Shatrugna, viewing bhakti movement from different angles. And they're brought out in the form of they themselves are talking about the experience among themselves. They are telling to each other that they had seen Rama and Lakshmana passing by. But these two are not, they look like Rama and Lakshmana, But are they Rama and Lakshmana? Bapu bapu baran roop soi ali, sheel saneha saris samachali. Women talking among themselves. One of them is saying, their form, their manners, everything is exactly like Rama and Lakshmana. Their shield, the way their mode of their activity, their good-heartedness, all that, and their manners, all that is like Rama and Lakshmana. Are they really? Veshu na so sakhi siya na sanga, aage ani chali chaturanga. But there's a difference. They don't have the type of dress that Rama, Lakshmana had. And big difference. Sita is not with them. Another big difference. And there is a whole Chaturangini Sena, the vast army. Nahi prasanna mukhamana sakheda. Another difference, their faces are showing stress. Who are they? तासु तरकतिय गन मन मानी कहीं सकल ते ही समन सयानी. The friends, companions, they say, you are saying very reasonable things. You are very clever and wise. How you have recognized these two people and described them. Another person in their company says, in sweet words, Kahi sapem sab katha prasangu, yahi vidhi ram raj rasa bhangu. That particular lady was informed of Rama's story, how he, Lakshmana and etc. had been sent to the forest because of the royal conspiracy created by Kaikeyi. I'm using the same words of the Ramayana. Bharat nahi bahuri sarahan lagi, sheel saneha subhaya subhagi. And Bharata is that Rama's brother. And looking at Bharata, they praise Bharata's shield, the manner in which his disposition, gentle, gracious, sneh, full of tender heart, and radiating a divine aura. चलत पयादें खात फल पिता दीन तजिराजु जात मनावन रघुबरहि भरत सरिस को आजु. This lady gives the exact news, fact, that they are going barefooted, means with simplicity. Khat phal, all they eat is only fruits. Because first point, eating only fruits, sattvic ahar. Take it very literally, food that you eat comes in 3 grades, tamasic, rajasic, sattvic. And you must focus more on sattvic, and mixture of others should be completely low. Otherwise, tamas may be high in your food. But that's one level. More profounder level, every intake, what you are listening, the company you are keeping, what type of atmosphere you are in, all that is giving you an internal psychic nourishment and psychic intake like food. Unwittingly, you are making your mind depressed by wrong type of mental food. So, ahara shuddhau sattva shuddhi. If you have your ahar, your intake is purified, that purifies your whole heart. And that's being pointed out with Bharata, hi khat phal, fruits. And I can give you another meaning. Live to eat up the fruit of karmas. Let not the fruit of karma eat you up. Father gave him kingdom, but Bharata abandoned the kingdom. And he is going to persuade Rama to come back and be the king. Who can be like Bharata? How great is he? That's again, it's a great, inspiring example for the masses. Masses always have reread how people go after power and get glory and kingdom. This type of event is very rare. As someone who has all the opportunity of having the greatest power, and he is renouncing it for honoring his elder brother. So you can take it from different angles. The Ramayana inspires society how to adopt a cultural ideal and inspires aspirants how to follow the integral path. Profound practice is done by every individual in a subjective way. भायप भगति भरता चरणु कहत सुनत दुख दूषण हरनु. Now Bharata they are praising Bharata. Firstly, Bhayap, his brotherly love. Second point, Bhakti, his divine love. and conducting on the basis of these 2 points, brotherly love and divine love. Broad way to understand. You look at all humanity with the spirit of brotherhood, sisterhood, as long as you have good hood. So, those types of talks that promote brotherhood and that promote devotion to God, that is the picture of satsanga. Create satsanga atmosphere. And Bharata is exemplifying that movement. Kahat sunat. If these 2 inspiring projects, if you just speak about it, it removes pain, dukh, and removes dushan, negative qualities of your personality. Simply by saying it. In other words, when you are giving Jnana Yajna, you are telling the story of Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Puran, or any religious scripture, you are kahat. And sometimes you don't kahat, sunat. You sit in satsanga, listen. Whichever way. Both ways. It ends up removing your dukh. It leads you to the goal of your life. The goal of your life where pain vanishes. And impurities of your heart are washed away. जो किछु कहा बतोर सखी सोई राम बंधु अस काहे न होई. This is a wise lady. Says, all this glory that I am singing is very little. Bharata is much more. And there is no wonder. He is Rama's brother. And with this we will continue. Om Ram 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 Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om. And prayer for the shower of Karunamaya Ras, of divine grace over all of you. It's a nectarine shower of divine grace that heals all troubles, all ailments, and turns maladies into melodies. And sabko sanmati de Bhagwan. May every individual be blessed with that understanding, that vision, that insight that will lead the soul to its goal, its attainment of liberation. And then you become rid of mortality virus, mrityu virus. And that's the biggest virus. No matter how much clever you are to be rid of all the viruses of the world, but this virus, mortality, and that is your goal. And may it God bless you with that. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukmva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashchid Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.